Hey everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to do my October in and out. So if you have not seen one of these videos, what I do is tell you all the books I hauled in the month and then all the books that I unhauled. So the goal is to always unhaul more than I haul, but I'm never very good at that. So let's just get into it. This month we have 5 that I'm hauling and 3 that I'm unhauling. So this is one of the smaller months. I don't feel so bad about this. And of the 5 that I'm hauling, I only bought 2. So that's good. And I bought them both from thrift books. So they're older, backlist, cheap. Let's just get into it. So let's actually start with the unhaul. So the first one I'm unhauling is Christmas on Reindeer Road by Debbie Mason. Now this one was cute. It was about a girl who is taking her two, I think, stepsons back to her hometown because she is widowed, and so she now has custody of these boys, and they are very, very resistant. They don't want to go to this her hometown. And so they run away, and then when they're caught, they say she is like neglectful. And so there's a custody battle that then happens, and she meets a guy in the hometown that also has 3 kids, and I think is also widowed or maybe divorced or something. And he's got his own custody battles going on. And this book was just a lot more about the custody issues and our main character's abandonment issues, and not as much about the romance. And this is number 2 in a series, and I had not read number 1, and I felt like this is one that I personally would have rather read number 1 because there were a lot of characters and it wasn't confusing, but it was like the story would have been much better if I had known. But this story was not enough to like motivate me to pick up the rest of the series. So I'm going to let this go. All of the ones that I'm unhauling are 3-star reads, which means they're good, they're fine. They're just nothing special, and I'm really trying to only keep special books on my shelf. So next is When You Disappeared by John Mars. So this one is a backlist book of his. I'm not sure when it was published, but anyway, this is about a woman who wakes up and her husband's gone. And so she's like, well, maybe he went on a run, but his running shoes are right by the door. Maybe he went to work early, but his wallet and keys and everything are right by the door. Where did he go? She has no idea. So we also get his perspective. So we know where he went. We know what happened to him. And we get to see his, like he disappeared 25 years ago. And so then we get now and then. And so we know where he is the whole time. We're following him as he's doing things. And then we're also in present day when he comes back. And so this is a thriller, I guess, but really it's just this guy being a terrible person, doing terrible things while he's gone. And in the end, you find out why, but it was just not good to read. And it got very, very, very slow in the middle. This was not at all what I expected from a John Mars. And it just was too slow for me to want to reread. And especially now that I know the twist, like the fact that it wasn't a super enjoyable experience makes me be like, on to the next home little book. And then finally is Sisters by Kelly Coates Gilbert. I read this one, and it's about 3 sisters who come together because one of the girls, her husband, dies. He is like an Olympic hopeful skier, and he dies in like some skiing accident. And so they all come back together for his funeral. Now, I like these kind of books, and this one was a 3-star. The 3 sisters all had different things going on. Like I said, the one is trying to get over the loss of her husband. One thinks she has a cheating husband, and then the other is like kind of flighty, like is this cowgirl type thing, and then she gets like passed up for a promotion, whatever. The reason that I'm unhauling this is because it's just like, I've read better of these kind of books, and all of the characters just felt a little off. This is, I think, the first in a series, and the series follows all the sisters, and so you would get to know them even better, but I just am not interested, so I'm going to let this one go. So that's it for the unhaul. 3 unhauls, and now let's get into the hauls. So these first 2 are from Forever Publishing. So thank you to them for sending me these to read and review, and I am so excited for both of them. So the first one is called Forever With You, and this is a second chance romance. Love it, love it, love it, love it. About a guy who, I think he's like got a family winery or something, and he says he like wants to do his own thing, doesn't want to be a part of the winery, but for some reason he has to come back and take over the winery. So he does, and then it's about the girl who I think is in her family restaurant business, and she has to open a restaurant within his winery. Now, these two have a history, and so then I think there's like some hate to love stuff going on because I'm guessing it kind of ended bad. I don't know. Second Chance Romance, cannot wait. It's a Sapphire Springs novel. It is the first in the series, so if I like this, there will probably be more. This is also a debut author. And it says a fantastic debut blurbed by Abby Jimenez. So I have not read Abby Jimenez, but I know she's pretty popular. And this one I feel like is pretty short. No, it's not. It's like 300 pages, but it's a little mass market. So I love Second Chance Romance. I love this cover. Can't wait to try it. Next is The Amish Midwife's Hope by Barbara Cameron. Now, this one is a Hearts of Lancaster County novel. I don't know if it's the first in a series or what, but I don't know that it matters. Anyway, this is about a midwife, an Amish midwife, as you might guess. She wants a family of her own, but she is a widow, and then she meets this single dad, and so there's maybe something there. I don't know. It just sounds super cute. He's, I think, really hesitant, so there's issues there, but can't wait to try this one. Next are the two I bought myself. So I bought Point of Retreat by Colleen Hoover. This is the second, I think, in her Slammed series, and I have not read the first, but now I have all three on my shelf, and I think these were her first books. I think Slammed was maybe her first book. I may be wrong in saying that, but I can't wait to pick up this YA trilogy. I don't want to read the back and know what this is about because it's a second in a series. And then next is Magic Hour by Kristin Hannah. This one is about a girl who I think she is like some sort of therapist or something, and she goes back to her hometown and discovers this 6-year-old girl in the woods, and she has been isolated, neglected, don't know what's going on, but this doctor takes her in and like tries to help her. And so I think it's just that story. I'm guessing this is the doctor and the 6-year-old, and Kristin Hannah's books are just so good. And this is like one of the only ones I didn't have on my shelf, so I cannot wait to read this. I think it's just beautiful, and they're always so emotional and so good. And then last is a book that I was sent by my dear friend Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books. So back in January, my parents and Jeremy and I and Ainsley went to Disney World because Ainsley was not 2 yet. And so we wanted to fly while she was free, go to Disney while she was free. And I turned 30, and so we wanted to go just as a big family celebration. And I selfishly just wanted to go to Disney, and it's a perk that my 2-year-old liked it. So we went to Disney, and while we were there, we had so many plans to see Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books because her and I are friends. She's just the sweetest, and so I really wanted to meet her in person and say hi. Well, one thing led to another, and it just never worked out. But while she was there, she said she grabbed this book for me and was going to give it to me. And then since we didn't see each other, she just sent it now because she sent books to both of my girls, which just is so great. And she sent Ainsley her first chapter books ever. And Ainsley is loving it, loving them. So what she sent me was Chloe, the Queen of High School. And now this is a graphic novel, and it says it's a part of the Charms. I don't know if I think it's a series because she said there's at least 5 Chloe books, I think. And it's just about this girl's adventures in high school, I think. And you guys know I've been into graphic novels lately, and so this one will be super fun to pick up. I love when books have my name in it. It's really fun to just see different characters with your name, and I've never thought of making the O in my name a heart, but that's kind of cute. So this is that. Thank you, Elizabeth. Ainsley has already asked when I'm going to read it to her because she likes graphic novels too, so we'll be reading this soon. So that is my October in and out, a short, quick, good one. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you think of them. Especially the ones I'm hauling. I'm really excited to get to all of those. And then these that I'm unhauling, let me know if you've read them and what you thought of them. So that is it. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.